I was always wondering, like, we came here to learn the lessons, and all the situations, all the people, every instance in our life is here to teach our lessons, and which is already planned by our soul, and it is in soul contracts. So sometimes I don't really understand that if this situation has come, what it is going to teach me. Like, any example, like disease, relationships, or financial, whatever. How to understand that what it is going to teach me?
That's why you need a lot of meditation, you need a lot of witnessing, you need a lot of awareness. And what you need to learn doesn't come from your mind. You cannot analyze from your mind what is the lesson I need to learn. When you empty the mind, you see the lessons are from the soul. It's a soul lessons. The soul wants to learn the lessons. So that's why meditation becomes very important. See, for most of the people who are non-meditators, they are stuck in the body-mind consciousness. But when you start meditating, then your awareness goes beyond your body, your awareness goes beyond your mind, and your awareness is on the soul, yourself. So the moment your mind is empty, your awareness by default goes to your heart, yourself. So when your awareness is in yourself, connected to yourself, then you realize the soul lessons. Soul lessons are not something to be analyzed. Soul lessons are something to be realized. So that's why meditation becomes very, very important. For you to learn the lesson, many people think, I learned the lesson. They analyze, they use their mind. Oh, this happened, that happened. Okay, so analyze it. Okay, this is the end result. Maybe this is the lesson. No, that's not right. Soul lessons are when your mind is totally empty, you realize, okay, this is the lesson I need to learn. That realization comes from within, out of nowhere, without you making an effort. That's why meditation becomes necessary for enlightenment. It's not a choice.
My question is, if we have to learn a lesson, can you please give some examples and tell what exactly would be the lesson we have to learn? For instance, my father is suffering from a frozen shoulder, which is not getting cured with any kind of medicine. Now, what is the lesson that he has to learn from that?
Okay. It is not simple, straightforward. Okay, so for this illness, this is the lesson. It is not that way. Okay. And first of all, it is up to the individual to realize the lessons. Whoever is going through the issue, because it is their own lesson, it is their individual lesson, it is their personal lesson. So it can be anything. The lesson can be letting go. The lesson can be to forgive. The lesson can be acceptance. And the lesson can be surrender. Or the lesson can simply be to realize that life itself is beautiful. Life itself is precious. So there are many lessons, there are many possibilities. So you cannot pinpoint this for this is the lesson. For this illness, this is the lesson. You can say that probably, okay, when you are having a heart attack, or when you are having a breast cancer, you can say that it is all about self-rejection. Where there is self-rejection, you are too judgmental about yourself, and you don't accept yourself, and there is lack of self-love. Then there is a possibility that you will go through these issues. You can say possibilities. You cannot exactly pinpoint. But the person who is going through that issue, he can realize it precisely. Yes, this is the reason. In my own case, a few years ago, I had kidney stones, right? And I was surprised that I had kidney stones. It was too painful. So then it was during the lockdown time, and I was in quarantine in Singapore, and I got admitted into an emergency. It was an emergency situation. And then the doctor said, the possibility of a kidney stone. And I know that, how can I manifest kidney stones? What is that? Immediately, I was not focusing on how to get rid of it. I was focusing on why did it happen to me? So I was focusing on kidney stones is nothing but, the residue. So residues are, okay, I'm holding some residues within me. I'm holding some disappointment within me. So what is that disappointment I'm holding within me? Because it is the physical illness is actually showing you, hey, look into it. Now you cannot escape. You have to look into it. So when I started looking into it, I was scanning in a meditative space. Then I realized actually I was holding certain resentment. Kidney stones are nothing but the resentment. I was holding certain resentment about my relationship with my father, because I was not accepting him as he is. So because I was not accepting him, and there is a certain resentment which is happening within me. So then I said, no, I have to make peace. I have to consciously make peace with him. So I made peace with him, and I really made peace with him from a heart space. And then I said, okay, let me experiment. Now I made peace with it. So let me see how the kidney stones are responding. And then I started drinking plenty of water and just taking the proper diet. And after 3 months, I went through a detailed scan. And in the scan report, the doctor asked, there's no issues at all. There is no traces. Your kidneys are very healthy, absolutely healthy. And it is even difficult to say that, you had kidney stones. Because once you have kidney stones, then there is some inflammation and some traces of where, the kidneys are a little affected. But you have absolutely no traces in 3 months' time. So it is only I knew. Nobody can say what was that issue. So only I can figure out in my deep contemplation, in my own meditation, I can contemplate, oh, this is what it is. So there is a book by Louise Hay, You Can Heal Yourself. That book is a good reference for you to figure out what might be the possible cause. Yeah. So yes, holistic healing is the real way. It's the only way. I would say the holistic healing is the only way. And actually, I'm happy about the kidney stones because it acted as a reminder. It acted as a reminder that you cannot take it forward. It is not good for you. So I was never bothered about it, or I was not focused on somehow I have to heal it and I have to let go of it. And I was not bothered in the physical aspect. I was more thinking from the emotional aspect. I was more thinking from the energetical aspect. So it is my example. So yeah, the book is a good reference. You Can Heal Yourself by Louise Hay. And you can use it as a reference, but still, just by reading books, you cannot pinpoint this and this. You have to be in your own surrendered state. You have to be in your own contemplation. See, how I contemplated is I really prayed to God that I really want to learn the lessons. I'm willing to learn the lessons. And I really want to be a better version of myself. I know everything happens for a reason. So I made peace with it. First, I accepted it. I made peace with it. Then I'm open for all the guidance. So that's how, out of nowhere, I got this. Oh, this is where I need to work on.